Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about another Group B rally car, Ford RS 200. When the Group B was introduced, the rally cars changed completely. There were almost no limit on anything. The power was going up, and we saw on the end some cars with more than 600 horsepower. And the weight just under 1 ton. So imagine how crazy time was. To homologate a rally car for Group B, a car manufacturer needed to build just 200 road-going cars. This was one of the rules. The big car manufacturers, they tried to enter the crazy rally Group B. Of course, Ford, they didn't wait. They built cars specially for Group B. Actually, most of the Group B cars, they were purposely built for these rally races. Ferrari built 288 GTO Evoluzione. Porsche built 959. Audi, the crazy Quattro S1, Lancia the Delta S4, etc, etc. So Ford built the RS 200, where RS stands for Rally Sport and 200 for the number needed to be built for the homologation. We know the history of the Ford Motorsport. They won Le Mans many times. The Ford engines are the engines with the most wins in Formula 1, so Ford has really great sport heritage. The model RS 200 was built for a very short time. They've been using many parts from the very popular on that time Ford Sierra, but the platform, the chassis, the suspension, the design were completely new. By the way, the design is made by Gear. The RS 200 is built from 2,900 parts, from which 900 are Ford production parts from, how we said earlier, Ford Sierra mostly and other Ford cars. Was in production from 1985 to 1986, just 2 years, but the car actually was presented for the first time at the Turin Motor Show in 1984. It's a mid-rear engine 4-wheel drive 4-cylinder inline, early versions 1.8 liter, later 2.1 liter, with wheelbase 2 meter 540 millimeters. The car actually is small by size. The length is just a few millimeters under 4 meter, and the width is 1 meter 752 millimeters, and the height is 1 meter 320 millimeters. The chassis is made of steel, and it's designed by the Formula 1 designer Tony Southgate. The suspension is great, double wishbone setup with 2 shock absorbers each corner, and the handling is great again. And on that time was better than the rivals. So the car actually was very, very stable and balanced. The panels are made of glass fiber. Actually, all the panels are made of glass fiber, except the doors, which are Ford Sierra units. So the doors of the Ford RS 200 are from Ford Sierra. Now, not only the doors, but the front windscreen, the rear lights, the dashboard, and some of the switches are directly borrowed from Ford Sierra. But that's okay, nothing wrong, because the car really looks absolutely fabulous from every angle. Also, we know the Mclaren F1, the great Mclaren F1, they've been using actually inside some parts of the BMW E36, so that's okay. The idea of Ford was this car to win rally races and to win the World Rally Championship, of course. But that wasn't easy. The car actually is 4-wheel drive, how we said, but there is switch inside to change the front and rear ratio. Normally is 33 by in the front, 67 on the back, but you can change to 50-50. Also, you can change to rear wheel drive only. The wheels are 8 by 16 inch speed line, 225 50 by 16 or 245 50 by 16, depends, because there are some road going cars and rally cars, so depends from the rally. And there were 2 versions actually, right hand drive and left hand drive, so the car being produced in the 2 specification, right hand drive and left hand drive. So how we said, the car was presented for the first time at the Turin Motor Show in 1984. And when the car was released for the first time in 1985, the price was 50,000 British pounds, so 50,000 British pounds in 1985. But the quality actually was no good. So the car being sent back to the factory for snagging or refinish. So the gaps between the panels, they were absolutely not evenly, and most of the switches, they've been placed wrong. So because they've been rushing to build these 200 cars, that's why the quality was a little bit no good. But and then they managed to make somehow to make the car to looks much more presentable. So this is about the Ford Sierra units in the car, but how we said, the idea of the Ford was the car to win rally races and to win the World Rally Championship. But I'm gonna say again, this wasn't easy. Now let's talk about a bit about the engine. The original engine was 4-cylinder inline 1.8 liter, so 1803 cc, and was prepared by Cosworth, of course. Only one turbocharger, and in road-going version was producing only 250 horsepower. For racing, the power was between 350 and 450 horsepower, depends from the race. There were available some kits, so you could upgrade actually the power from 250 for the road-going cars. We're talking about road-going cars, so from 250 to 300 horsepower, even more. So this is for the road-going cars. But on the end, the Ford RS200 wasn't competitive rally car. We said it was very hard to win a race, and for 2 rally seasons, so 1985 and 1986 in Group B, the car doesn't win even one race. The best place was 3rd place at the 1986 World Rally Championship Rally of Sweden with the factory driver K.O. Grandeo. So was very hard really for the Ford RS200 to be in battle with Audi Quattro S1, with the Peugeot 205 Turbo 16, and with the other rivals. But probably they needed time to modify the car, so this is the best ever finish in Group B, just 1 3rd place. And we said the car was very well balanced and easy to drive, but the power to weight ratio wasn't good enough, and the very low RPM lag was something wrong. So on the end, the car wasn't competitive. Ford, of course, they wasn't happy of this, and they started to upgrade the car in 1986. The engine capacity went from 1.8 to 2.1 liter, 2137 cc, and the power went crazy up from 550 to 815 horsepower. So can you imagine, under 1 ton and 815 horsepower? This is going near to 1-to-1 weight to power ratio, which is absolutely crazy. Now this was really crazy, and to be honest, these cars were undrivable and very dangerous. That's why FIA takes the decision in 1986 to cancel Group B. So Ford RS200 Evo, the evolution of the first 1.8 liter, so we said they prepared 2.1 liter, and they were calling these cars Evolution. So Ford RS200 Evolution was going for retirement, and actually all Group B rally cars were abolished. After 1986, the Ford RS200 cars were competing in different race formats like rally crosses, hill climbs, but these races have never been that popular as the rally. Ford built, of course, these 200 cars to homologate the rally Group B car, but they had in stock many chassis and spare parts, and for the need of the rally teams as well. And later, from these parts and chassis, they built another RS200 cars. So on the end, the total number went over 200 cars. Was great looking rally car with lots of potential, but unsuccessful. Maybe if they had the time to update more the car, probably would be different story. But anyway, it's a great car, and it's part of the Group B World Rally Championship, so it's very cool. Absolutely fantastic car, and not many of these cars today are for sale. So, and how we said, the car was specially built for purpose for Rally Group B, so the car is really very special. And we said it was present for the first time at the Turin Motor Show 1984, and been using many Ford Sierra parts, but on the end the car was very cool. So to turn from left to right actually needed just 2.6 the ratio. The discs front and rear, of course 4 discs, the 4 corners they were with 4 discs, 285 millimeters all around, and the car was actually absolutely fantastic. And let's see from outside the car how it looks, because this is really absolutely great car. The design, let's see the exterior, because this car was purposely built for rally, and this with this special chassis, the suspension, the brakes, all the glass fiber, the panels, the vision of the car is just amazing. Just have a look the backside with this badge R, actually sticker RS200, and the spoiler is just phenomenal. This car has the racing wheels, they are 16-inch speed line, and the tires on this car, specifically this car, they are Pirelli 245/16, and I think the white color suits much more better on the Ford RS200. It's absolutely fantastic, it's great, it was easy to drive. You can see inside the two shock absorbers and the suspensions, so each corner has 2 springs. The front side, you see the gaps between the panels, but that's okay. We said this is a rally car, it's no car for shows. This indicator is from Ford Sierra or Ford Escort from 1980s. You can see the yellow indicator on the side of the car. The door, how we said earlier, is from Ford Sierra. Also the mirrors, of course, they are from Ford Sierra, 2-door Ford Sierra. And you can set actually the car lower or higher, depends from the rally. This particular car is set at the moment high, so with 2 round lights each corner, and the Ford badge. Ford actually are very proud to put them badge on the front side of the car, because really they have great history. And Hella units and other lights which are integrated into the bumper as well, they are very cool, very 1980s. Is fabulous, absolutely fabulous, absolutely fantastic car. Just have a look from this corner. The car looks absolutely phenomenal. How we said the white color is the best for this car. So the windscreen, of course, is from Ford Sierra again. The wipers as well. The dashboard inside Ford Sierra units. And the car is small. How we said is just under 4 meter, but the wheelbase, we said is little bit over 2.5 meters, so the car is well balanced. The engine is on the back, but the weight distribution actually is very good. It's near 50-50 front and rear axle, and just phenomenal. Inside the car looks very sporty, but many elements, how we said, from Ford Sierra. But I'm gonna say again, on that time was normal 1980s. So here there are some grill for the engine, because the engine is on the back, and how you can see here through these openings, and the spare tire is Pirelli, of course, is there. This is Pirelli P6 if I'm right, and the engine is a front of the spare tire, and it's longitudinally mounted. It's 4-cylinder inline. We said earlier 1.8 liter for the early versions and 2.1 for the late. This particular car is early version, so it's 1.8 original version with the original 1.8 liter engine prepared by Cosworth. On the back, of course, because the engine has a turbocharger, so there is intercooler as well. Just great car. Only 2 passengers, of course. The seats are sporty. So guys, I hope you like the video about this very great Group B rally car Ford RS200. If you like, please subscribe my channel, and see you next time, guys. Bye.